What's up, dudes and dudettes? This is something I've been working on. It's like I'm calling it like the history map. History map. Basically, what we can see is in red is antiquity. Each box represents a century. And there you go. This is like time. This is the timeline. I'm doing this because I really like thinking about history and trying to understand the big moments and have them like kind of situated in a chronological order. This one, so these are each one of these little boxes here is a link to a Wikipedia page. So for example, so starting in the 15th, bridging the entire 16th century all the way to the beginning of the 7th century, we have this age of discovery. And if I click it, it opens up the Wikipedia page. Within it, we have the Spanish conquest of the Aztecs, which we talked about this week. I think this morning was an episode about that. Let's move on. So 17th century, we have the 30 Years' War, which is this major war that happens in what's it called? In Europe, in Central Europe, basically. A lot of deaths. It happens because of the Protestant Reformation, if I remember correctly, and it is like a division between like the Habsburgs and like Catholicism and Protestantism, where like different European nations are like kind of allying with each other through détente and fighting each other. Golden Age of Piracy is a video I haven't put out yet, but I love it and it's exciting and it's this cool part of history that if you think about it in the context of the 15th century, it makes sense in the context of the Age of Discovery. So Age of Discovery, basically we have the big three events happen right here, right about here, with Christopher Columbus, Magellan, and Da Gama, who are like basically kind of like are flashes in the pan, and they go to the ends of the earth, so to speak, and they really like open up a lot of new uncharted waters for that are ripe for the picking for Europe's nations. And so the second we have the Columbian Exchange happening and other different trade routes being opened up, it's kind of prime picking for these pirates. So it makes sense that it comes after this, that we would have this. Of course, there are more correlations, and if they pop up in your head, write them down for me. I like thinking about how it's all correlated. After this, we have the Age of Enlightenment, which I put a video about, which is this flourishing of thinkers, Enlightenment thinkers, they're called. With a whole host of new ideas coming to the table, humanism, liberalism, what else do we have? I think capitalism as well, to some degree, maybe also communism, I'm not sure about that. But definitely I think free markets and like liberalism, and I definitely think like those three that I said, I'm pretty sure that those come about. At the end, so this is the 1700s. So yeah, 1700s. 1800s, in the beginning, we have the Napoleonic Wars, a huge event because basically France has this dictator king, Napoleon Bonaparte, who is literally like just conquering Europe. And then there's all these wars of coalition against him. There's, I think there's like 4 million deaths or something like that as a total of these wars. They're huge wars. And then I have the World War I video where we talk about what happens in the beginning of the 20th century with World War I. Also, huge event. I think it's like tens of millions of deaths. Massive. And that's where this thing stands right now. So it's just this fun little map of Wikipedia that I've been creating for myself, and I'm gonna update it constantly, hopefully. Constantly, hopefully. But yeah, let's just call this update 1, and it's also fun for me to like kind of rehash all of the stuff we've been through. especially if you're like longtime followers. If you are, let me know in the comments if you guys exist. I know one of you exists. I have like one. I think it's Croissants are Australian or something. I might be getting the name wrong, but you're definitely a big time viewer. Appreciate it. One more thing, if you are new to this channel and you like it, or if you're like a long time viewer and you haven't already, please, because I need your support. I need you. Yeah, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, because right now we are not hemorrhaging, but we're not doing amazing. So please, I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe. Otherwise, have a great kind of rest of the week, and I'll hopefully be uploading some more stuff coming up. Wiki with me is signing out.